Hey, welcome back to Lowballin' Outdoors. I'm Alex. Well, today we got something just a little bit different that we're going to be doing today. We're going to attempt, pass or fail, to make our very first baits. This should be fun. Hang on, let's do this. Alright guys, I have never done this before, so we picked up kind of like a little starter kit. I just kind of went around, just start picking up a few things here and there. The first thing that we picked up was this mold, and check this out guys. With creek fishing, this was my very first mold, so I definitely wanted to get a good grub mold. So we spent the money and got a nice little do-it mold, and boy, I tell you what. But we didn't stop there. We picked up a few other ones, which we'll show you later on in the video, because I want to try a bunch of different little things. And our directions, oh yeah, this is the directions we're kind of going to go off of just to see what we can come up with. So pass or fail, if these look great, fantastic. If not, you guys will be right there with me. Now, because this is my first time making anything like this, I did pick up several things. I wanted to have a few things that would pop on camera. So we got, oh, some fluorescent orange. Oh, and definitely the fish catch and chartreuse. And then some of the more normal colors that most people fish with. We got watermelon green and, of course, the mighty midnight blue. And white and a pearl color. Got a few packages of different kinds of glitter we can throw in there. So, step number one, how to make baits. We gotta mix this. We gotta mix it good. I thought about sticking my drill in there and kind of giving it a good, with a paint stirrer. No time for that. But we're gonna shake this for a good 15 minutes. You gotta shake stuff up. And that, I think, is a downfall to most people when they start this, is they're not mixing their plastic good enough. So I'm gonna try to check that one off my box so we don't have that problem. I'll bring you right back when I get done mixing this. Okay, so let's pour about 2 cups in our glass. This is an Anchor brand, but make sure they're glass, and you would not believe how hard it is to find these anymore. They just sell all the plastic ones like every place I went to, so I had to go to a couple thrift shops in my town to pick these up. Let's pour 2 cups in it, and we'll go from there. This looks like it's all nice and mixed. Right about there. Okay, so the directions said this needs to be about 350 degrees. So with that, we got this. Remember, I was a mechanic for like 20 years, so a heat gun, got it. Bingo. Out of the bottle, because it is cold. Yikes. It says it's about 14 degrees. We gotta warm this stuff up. So we're gonna pop this in the microwave for a couple minutes and I'll bring you right back. So the first one that we're gonna be doing is this grub mold. That is just super cool looking. All right. Now, from talking with different folks that do this a lot, they say to get a couple of clamps. And guys, help me out. If I'm doing something slightly wrong, tell me, because I want to get this perfected. And if I do, shoot, you'll probably see it in my store. You guys can pick it up. They say to clamp these down good with a couple clamps, so that's what we're gonna do. And I guess this is to make sure it doesn't come apart so we don't get any air pockets in our molds. So we're gonna clamp these up and I'll bring you back here directly. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that worm mold and we're gonna do the grub mold, because I wanna see what those will do first. So it looks like our microwave went off. Always wear a pair of gloves, guys, because this stuff gets kind of toasty. Let's go grab that. We'll go from there. All right, we're looking, man, we're getting close. This is 349 degrees. Let's pop it back in there just for a quick second longer, and we're gonna start pouring soon. Guys, I'm just spitballing here, but I think I wanna go with the chartreuse for our very first color, and we might add a little flake to it. I might make it a little bit light. Maybe, I don't know, never done this, so we're gonna just kinda wing it and see what happens. Let's do it. All right, it looks like we're about 360 degrees. That's looking kind of soupy and runny. Fan-freaking-tastic. Let's add some color now. Let's go with that chartreuse. I don't know exactly what I'm doing here, but we're gonna add a couple of drops anyways and see what it does. So ooh, Let's try that. See what color it turns it. Nice. Let's add a couple drops more. Like I said, I'm just playing with this right now. And I'm about 3 or 4 more. It's actually starting to look kind of good. Chartreuse has been just a fish catching machine for years and years and years. So I kind of want to add a little bit of sparklies to it. That looks like enough. Eventually I'm going to get some recipes down and just have a ball with it. Right now it's winter time and the fish don't bite really good in the creeks. I got to go looking for them. So it's always fun just to learn something new. Let's add a little bit more. More sparkles. Yeah, we'll probably have to heat it up because I guarantee it's cooled off a bunch. But it's all part of the learning game. So guys, if you have a bunch of experience with this or any experience at all, let me know. What could we do better to improve this? What can we do just to make it, man? This is just, I'm having a ball with it right now. I think we're gonna add a little bit of red flake. I don't know why, it just seems like we need some red in there. Yep, I think this is gonna work out just fine. It's about 365 degrees. It's super cold out here, guys. It's like 20 degrees out here, so we need to pour it fast. Those, I'm not sure if those are gonna be a problem because they have been out in this kind of weather for a while now. But let's go ahead and, we're gonna try it anyway. Let's pour, I want this one first. This has gotta be my first one. Just gotta be. You can kind of feel the pushback. Once she gets full, it's already slobbering in here. We're gonna try that. Now, let's draw up some more. It may not be hot enough. We may have to try again. Oh, and we got the worms. It kind of sucks it back down in, so I had to pour a little bit more on the top because I wanted to suck back in. But let's let this set for a few minutes and see what happens. Oh, I hope this works. Okay, guys, I can't wait. It's been a couple of minutes. Let's see if it's done or not. All right. There's one clamp off. 2 clamps off. Boy, this stuff makes a mess. Oh my goodness, looky there. I don't see a bunch of denting. That's good. Sweet. We actually may have a winner with this right here. That is pretty sweet. Check those out. That kind of gave me that little bit of an orange color. I was expecting more of a chartreuse color, but you know what? That looks pretty sick. I bet we can catch something with that come this spring. What do you think? That's pretty slick. Let's open up the worms, see what they look like. I wanted to do something that had a little bit of a color to it, but I didn't. I think I kind of went light on the colorant. But hey, at least cleanup is pretty easy with this stuff because it just kind of does that. Okay, now let's break this one apart, see what we came up with. And this is my very first time doing this. Okay, so it has a little bit of slag on there, or whatever you call it, flashing maybe. But that's not bad. Nice little yum dinger looking guys. So what do you think? Think these worms are worth anything? Let me get them cut off and we'll set them out. I'll throw them in a cold water bath for right now, just to kind of, because they are still a little bit pliable. We want to harden them up, and I'll bring you right back. So both of these molds worked pretty good. I want to try these next, just for the giggles. And it's kind of like a, I'm not even sure what that is, like a plastic type feeling. But I'm going to lube these up with some worm oil, so hopefully it doesn't stick to it. And we might mess with this coloring a little bit just to try to get it a little bit different color. We may pour the same color. I don't know yet. I'm just having a blast with this thing, just trying to learn how to do this. Okay, so I added a little bit more of the coloring just to make it pop a little bit more, and we are at temperature, so let's get it done. This isn't a very big sprayer. And I put a little bit of worm oil in this one, so hopefully it doesn't, I don't know, clog up too much. Okay, we'll see what happens with that. In the meantime, I might just go ahead and try a few more of these with the remaining, because I mean, this color isn't bad, I don't think. What do you think? Okay. Ooh, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. Note to self, you have to have a clamp on it. Have to, no ifs, ands, or buts. Ugh. Gross. Finale, how did these turn out? This is the one I've been really curious about. Everybody seems to always use the more of the metal. I just kind of wanted to see what these ones would do, if they turn out good, what would happen. I'm digging the cleanup because it's just so easy. And I get to reuse it. All right, let's pop these loose. Let's see what happened. I used quite a bit of worm oil on this just so I knew it would have a problem coming apart if I didn't. Oh, those actually look really good. Wow. As long as they don't break pulling out. Look at those. Those look like some fish catching machines in the creeks. Man, when summertime comes, that's gonna catch us some fish for sure. The big reveal. The little bitty Hellgrammites. Those didn't turn out too bad. Little sticky still. Come on. Oh, I lost one. That one didn't come out good. But as far as the rest of these, they seem to be coming out a-okay. It looks like I lost one, but boy, those actually look really good. Okay, so I got to figure out with this mold how to not lose the last little bit there. But all the rest of them came out good. So, guys, this is exactly what I wanted to do. We got a couple of really nice grubs. I'm going to be working on some recipes, and I'm going to be hitting the creeks, rolling these nice and slow because it is the winter. See if we can catch something with our very first homemade lures. Guys, I've had a blast doing this. If you got any tips or anything like that, hit me up in the comments. Maybe a great recipe that you'd love to see. I want to perfect these and get them in my shop. And until next time, keep it cheap.